Baker Mayfield is having an issue trying to get the deal done, like we talked about. And the contract of them between Baker Mayfield and Tampa Bay is all about Daniel Jones, the starting quarterback for the Indianapolis Colts. They had a subpar season, a subpar career in New York with Brian Daboll. He was drafted, number 7th overall, number 2 pick overall, and things didn't pan out so well for him out there in New York. But does Baker Mayfield deserve more money than Daniel Jones? That is the big question for Tampa Bay executives, right? And the potential for Daniel Jones is much greater than Baker Mayfield on paper. He played his best ball, or Daniel Jones played his best ball for the Colts in only one season. And like I said, after struggling with the Giants for years. Now, if Daniel Jones doesn't suffer a season-ending injury, Indianapolis Colts look like they were headed deep in the playoffs. They would look like they was going to do something. Now, Baker Mayfield, after 10 seasons in the NFL, I think it's fair to say that he's hit his peak. And you can still put an argument together for Daniel Jones, and the Indianapolis Colts that they were headed for the Super Bowl the first half of the season until the injury. So who's more valuable? Daniel Jones had that offense clicking, man. He's just a totally different player from his time he had from playing with the Giants. And the Indianapolis Colts believe in him. That's what it boils down to. Daniel Jones, reason why Baker Mayfield turned down Buccaneers 2-year contract offer. Pocket watching, Baker Mayfield. You're out there pocket watching, brother. Got to stop pocket watching, man. You have people throw you off your pivot when you pocket watch it. Why Mayfield turned down Buccaneers contract extension offer? Baker Mayfield saw a dip in his production during the 2026 NFL season. Sure, still a big payday was expected when the larger picture of the 3-year deal with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is looked at. The expectations was for him to sign a deal before July 28, 2026, but it did not happen. Why was that the outcome? Per Kyle Drovchek of CBS Sports, the Buccaneers did offer Mayfield a 2-year deal, but it was just not enough. Salary projections had the quarterback earning a deal valued around the ballpark of $50 million entering the last years of his prime. Instead, he received a contract offer that matched what Indianapolis Colts gave Daniel Jones. To add context, Jones received a 2-year deal worth $88 million for the Colts. He got $50 million upon signing, and he had a total of $60 million in his guaranteed money. Mayfield, on the other hand, feels like this is below what he deserves. As a point of comparison, Mayfield earned his first 2 Pro Bowl selections with the Buccaneers while also grabbing the 2023 PFWA Most Important Player Award. Over his tenure with the Buccaneers, he's totaled 12,237 passing yards and 91 passing touchdowns with an astounding 97-point quarterback rating and a 66.3 completion percentage. Meanwhile, Jones has not secured any accolades nor recorded a season with more than 3,200 passing yards. It's hard to see why Mayfield would feel disappointed at the Buccaneers front office. I mean, it's not hard to see. I disagree. I disagree. Last year, Daniel Jones, he was on fire. Yes, he hasn't thrown over 3,200 yards yet, but last season was a turning point in his career. You want to compare Baker Mayfield to Daniel Jones? Man, I think it would be hard for a lot of teams to justify an older Baker Mayfield is worth more than a younger Daniel Jones. But both sides have legit arguments. Baker Mayfield and the organization, they both have legit arguments that can be made who deserves more money, Baker Mayfield or Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones, he just signed a new deal in March. Just signed his new deal in March. So it hasn't even been a year yet. Every year the salary cap increases because of inflation. which means the value of player contracts going to increase. Baker Mayfield is negotiating his contract like we're already in the 2027 league year. Baker Mayfield doesn't want 2027 come, and players on Daniel Jones level are out here signing 2-year deals, 110 million, and he's sitting there with his 2-year 90 million, 2-year 95 million. So Baker Mayfield and his agent are negotiating for the future, looking ahead of things, which is smart on their part. But hey, man, you're putting yourself in a testy situation where you've shut down contract negotiations before training camp, and now you have to wait until the season is over, unless he changes his mind. He can possibly change his mind, and they can get something done. But yeah, go out there and bust some butt. Go out there and start 7-0 like Daniel Jones. They give you what you want. I thought $50 million a year would get the deal done for Baker Mayfield, and I don't know. I don't know if he wants 55, 60, or would 50 actually get the deal done for him. Sometimes we overvalue ourselves as player, or sometimes we get a little greedy based on what someone else has earned. And yes, that's the nature of the business, but don't block your blessings counting another man's pockets. That's all I'm going to say.